Welcome. It is Today in the W on September the 20th. We've got a big Game 3 tonight, coming off of a night where we saw two teams get eliminated in the WNBA. My name is Stefan Florval, excited to break down with you one more time, see if we can find some more cash, get some more positive vibes, and let's just break down this matchup. But before we get started, please, if you could kindly like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, like the video, because we are officially sponsored by Props.Cash, who came through once again yesterday in that Liberty Mystics game. We were eyeing that Natasha Cloud and Sabrina Ionescu, 10 rebounds, a line that was too low. Prize Picks, we caught you tripping. Props.Cash gave us the scoop, and we saw on the chart that when Sabrina and Cloudy match up, well, they were scrapping all night at the Barclays. And we saw it again one more time. Last 2 years, they scrap for rebounds. They go at one another, all friendly in between the lines, and they did it one more time. Great job there. Props.Cash, official sponsor of the program. You can use code FLO at checkout and get 25% off on your first month. I'm a subscriber, love the product, and they've given us some looks for tonight as well, and I'll give you some breakdown of what I like. Tonight's matchup is the Lynx and the Sun, and it's been a tough two-game series to this point. Game 1, the Sun smoked up the Lynx, took care of them in a blowout fashion. Game 2, give credit to the Lynx. They got off the mat, physically and literally. They were down in that contest. Natasha Cloud was having an amazing game as we predicted, and then she hurt her back. I'm wondering how bad the back will be for tonight. And she came back in there. You saw that the back wasn't 100%. She wasn't moving with the same agility as she normally does, but she gutted it out. She grabbed some rebounds, threw in a couple late buckets to ice it. So the series now changes scenes over to Minnesota, and it is a big game tonight because you wonder, can that Minnesota Lynx team that's young and ahead of schedule, will Diamond Miller show up? Will Kayla McBride, the vet, continue to ball out? She's had a spectacular series. I think Kayla's going to go off again tonight. Can Natasha Cloud dial it up one more time with the bad back? Can't imagine she's anywhere close to 100%, but it's Queen Fiziev, baby. She's always going to give you her best no matter what it is. But my favorite look on this game tonight, and what will be a matchup of 2 versus 2, in my opinion, with Kayla and Natasha Cloud versus Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner. I think that's what it's going to come down to. But I'm focusing on what is and should be the rightful MVP of the WNBA. It's Alyssa Thomas, and I'm taking the 16.5 points with a smile because she's going to be out there, and I think you're going to see her control the game, similar to what we saw Jokic did when the Nuggets won the title. She's a similar type of player. She'll play 40-plus minutes. The ball will be in her hand. High usage tonight. We just saw one game ago, 26-plus points, because she's not a scorer by nature. But when she needs to put that thing in the cup, she'll do it because she could get to the lane, get her own shot. This is a front line in the Lynx that is devastated by injury. No Jess Shepard, and with all due respect to Dorka Juhas, who's a really good player in her rookie season, she's food down there. The Lynx are allowing the second most points in the paint in the WNBA over the course of the last 10 games. Over the last 5 games, when the Sun lose during the regular season, Alyssa's over this line 4 or 5. And thanks to, once again, our fine folks at Props.Cash, when Alyssa's playing 40-plus minutes, heck, when she's playing 36-plus minutes, she's over that line 7 of 10. I love Alyssa Thomas so much. I know I only took the 16.5 points, which I think is a hair low. I think that the Sun are going to win this game. So I laddered it up. I took her 20 in a win at plus 260. I took the 25 in a win at plus 700. Games such as these, I always say, are legacy-defining moments. Alyssa Thomas has meant everything to that Connecticut community, to this team. With the tough injury to Breonna Jones, she's stepped up in a major way and become a force in the WNBA, easily one of the 3 best players in the league. I think Alyssa's going to get it done and give you a great performance tonight because she notices early on she's got to take control of this game. I don't think this is one of those games where you're going to see the Sun start off slow, dish it off, get Dejanay Carrington her shot, or Tiffany Hayes her shot, or Natisha Hiedeman her shots. It's got to be Alyssa Thomas controlling it early on and controlling the tempo. I also think you see a nice performance from DeWanna Bonner. I'm sticking with Alyssa as my only official, but I think you'll see DeWanna Bonner is going to put up points too. Her line is at, I want to say, 17.5. Love the 17.5. Also like the fact that I think she'll grab some rebounds tonight. I want to say it's 5.5, juiced up to minus 140. Not playing it, but I like that look as well. And for this game, it's a game where we saw last night at the Barclays Center between the Liberty and the Mystics. Sometimes you just have to root for madness because we saw Natasha Cloud go off. We saw Breanna Stewart go off. Jonquel Jones did her thing again. So let's go with our long shots for the day. Well, first things first, let's look back at what we have coming into tonight. We're sitting on the fact that Alyssa Thomas, it's been my white whale on this program, the Alyssa Thomas triple-double. We've come up short so many times. We've come up a rebound short. We've come up an assist short. Tonight, can Alyssa cash us out? We're sitting on our triple-double, and we had 2 double-doubles last night. We'll see if she comes forward on that one. But I just referenced a moment ago, rooting for madness. Well, if you look at the last game, you saw that all 4 of the top players that I mentioned had 24-plus points and 1 point short of them all hitting 25. So I'm taking them all for 20 at plus 1,300 because I think this is a stars will be stars game. Easily can see this one hit. It's not as far-fetched for the plus 1,300 line. Not saying put your life savings on it. Not saying put a half a unit on it. But I did put about a quarter of a unit on it, that plus 1,300, because I think this one can get done. And for even fewer than that, 0.05 of a unit. The thing that almost happened last game, well, what if it actually happened this one? All for 25 at plus 30,000. Taking that one as well. I'm burning the money essentially. But hey, you never know. If you get a game that happened in Barclays where the game goes to overtime, the shooters get hot, Kayla McBride is hot from deep, DeWanna Bonner's hot from deep. Hey, you never know. It's plus 30,000. Can't say that I expect that one to hit. I'm not going to give out a plus 30,000 and tell you one to take this one with confidence, but it's something that's in the range of possibilities. So, just to recap this one, I love everything Alyssa Thomas in this game. I think she gets it done with the points. I think the Sun win this contest. I think she's going to dominate what is a weak interior down low with Dorka Juhas down there, Fee Collier, and you know what? They don't really have much else because when they start switching and it's Fee with the bad back on her, I think Alyssa's going to really take advantage the way we've seen her do this series in Game 2 with that 26-point performance. Just want to talk about what we saw yesterday, too, between the New York Liberty and the Washington Mystics. Honestly, I feel so bad for the Mystics. This is a team that's all year so well coached with Coach Thibault. They've been battling injury. They didn't have Shakira Alston in the first round. Ariel Atkins was gutting it out with the face mask. Elena Deladon, we saw her go to the locker room, come back into the game. I truly wish we could have seen this Mystics team just play with their full allotment of players all season. I really think that they would have been a team that would have been the 2 seed and could have took it to the Aces as a dark horse contender for the title. And it was just saddening to see, while I wanted the Liberty to win that game, Natasha Cloud left it all out there. She came into this game saying that she was going to be the new Tria Young for New York. She said she was going to be the villain. And that's what she was. She was in Sabrina's hip pocket. She held her in check offensively. Offensively, she finished with a ton of great finishes around the rim. Heck, the King and with that great performance, Natasha Cloud. Heck, the King took notice to Natasha Cloud. I really hope this isn't the end of the line for Natasha Cloud in a Washington Mystics uniform. She deserves to be in that uniform, in that culture with tough-nosed, rugged players. They're a piece away. I don't know what the piece is. I don't know who's going to be available. But they're a team with her and Slim and Atkins and Deladon and Shakira Alston coming into her own with maybe one more year next year. Get them someone who's like a 3 who's available who could really get them some more offense. And I really think you could see this Mystics team take flight next year. But for the New York Liberty, they go into round 2 awaiting the winner of the Lynx and the Sun. Got to get some rest for their players. Courtney Vandersloot, she hurt her ankle, I want to say, on Sunday in practice. But she had a great performance yesterday, dishing it out. The shot wasn't falling, but she still impacted the game. Brianna Stewart, nice bounce-back performance after a rough game 1 against the Mystics. And now I think everything ratchets up for the New York Liberty. They get the winner of the Lynx and Sun. If it's the Lynx, I love the Liberty potentially in a matchup between those two teams because I think the inexperience of Minnesota and the fact that this New York Liberty team, when locked in and dialed in defensively, can limit what is a Minnesota team that it will take everything to beat this Sun team. If it's the Sun, I give the Sun a fighter's chance. I know they didn't beat the Liberty this season, and it was a tough contest between two teams, but they were right there on a bunch of games, and the last game that they had in Connecticut, I mean, the Sun gave that one away. Liberty should have had that one easy. I mean, the Liberty were down, 5 points with under 30 seconds to go. You have to win that 10 out of 10 times if you're the Connecticut Sun in that spot. But I'd like the Liberty to advance to the finals, no matter who they play, but it'll be a tough second-round series. We'll break that one here today in the W. Other side of the bracket, we have the Las Vegas Aces versus the Dallas Wings in a series where I think that's going 4 or 5. I don't think you're going to see the Aces just steamroll over Dallas because, one, Satu Sabli is playing with the best ball she's played all season. It's really been a remarkable season for the most improved player in the WNBA, a player who's getting it done offensively with their own shot. That 3 ball is falling. We saw Dirk courtside yesterday in Game 2 looking like a proud papa as, she's starting to model her game after him. Getting crafty, getting to the lane, shooting from outside, going down low, and also a very good distributor. But defensively, I think that's the big X factor in this series. If Satu can play the defense we saw in those games against the Aces, plus if you can have Tierra McCowan and Natasha Howard rough up and muck up the game, put an elbow on Asia Wilson's back every time down the floor, this Aces team is a team that's excellent. But we've seen you can get to them a little bit. If you start playing physical, if the refs let a couple things go and slide by, I think that the Wings can really steal a game. If they steal one of the first 2 games, then you're just looking at you need one of Satu Sabli or Rike Gumbawale to get hot from deep. And also I want to see how do the Aces handle Tierra McCowan. Because they want to play small, they want to put Asia Wilson at the 5 and go with Alicia Clark and spread out the floor, but not sure this is the series for that. If you have Tierra McCowan, that means that Kia Stokes is going to be out there. And when Stokes is out there, unfortunately for the Aces, it tends to be 4-on-5. Looking forward to that series. I think the Aces will win that series in 5 games. Then I think the Liberty will defeat the winner of the Lynx or the Sun. But we'll see what happens tonight in the WNBA. That will do it for us here at Today in the W. As always, thanks for rocking with your boy. Please leave a comment, subscribe. Alyssa Thomas 16.5 is our favorite play of the day. Let's bring it home. And as always, let's get some positive vibes in cash. Simple as that. Take it easy.